Hello, crafters! This is Suzanne from A Creative Muse, and I'm here with My Creative Time's latest release. This release is a Easter spring release with some cute bunnies, all sorts of Easter goodness with papers and such, and there are also some new die sets. Some of the die sets will extend beyond just being used during Easter as well. Thumbs up for that. But before I get started, you get 15% off site-wide using the code Suzanne that is available for 1 day. That discount will end at 11:59 p.m. Pacific Time, 2:59 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. After that discount is over, then you can get 10% off site-wide using the same code Suzanne. Also, crafters, this video is both a YouTube hop and an Instagram hop, so you can follow at both places to enter to win a $50 store credit. Yay! Alrighty, now let's take a look at this beautiful Easter release. First up, let's start off with this fun paper pack. It's like 6 different styles. This is 6 by 8.5 inch tall, 24 sheets, 4 each of 6 designs. This paper pack is called Springtime Charm 2026. Pretty. This is the pattern side, so you can see that it does look different. Here you do have 2 yellows, but we have reds, purple, and yellow with the flowers, yellow, and then a white background, a vintage background with a deeper yellow, green, and then this blue one. I love this blue one for boys. On the reverse side is different as well. Red and white check, so you can use this into your summer crafting. Purple with the wood grain detail, yellow with some dots. I love this text print like a newspaper. This is reminiscent of that one, except it's brown and white. This one is a gray checker panel, but at an angle. This one is straight on. There's lots of difference and fun with this Springtime Charm paper pad. Love that. To go along with the paper pad, there is an ephemera pack. This one is called Spring Bunnies. So I have all of it in here, and then I just have 1 of each. So all these bunnies, you'll get 4 each of each style of bunny. 4 of the basket. The eggs, I think you get like 1 of each, but they're like different styles of eggs. Some are solid, some would like that. And there's plenty of them. Then these flowers, the little bows, and then the sentiment, Happy Easter, and a lot of this foliage right here as well. Isn't this cute? I'm loving it here in the craft stacks with this insert. See, because with the insert, it doesn't move. So I'll be doing it like this from now on. But isn't that cute? Look at the bunny and look at the detail. Loving it. And I love the blue, the shade of blue that's used here. So super pretty. So this is Spring Bunnies Ephemera. And then I can just cover it up like so and work from it like this too. Fun, 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 fun. Crafters, I did not get a chance to put all my dies in my usual packaging. I had a Steals and Deals video yesterday, and that just took up a lot of thing. And when I do that packaging, it does take time. So I'm going to show it to you actually in craft stacks. This is the first time I'm doing that. I think it's fun. So this is now medium craft stacks. First set of dies are some tags. This is all year round, all occasion. Use this for the holidays too on your gifts and such. Scallop square tag die. So you're going to get 3 dies. The largest die is 3.5 inch tall by 3 inches wide. Okay, so super fun. So that's scallop square tag die. Up next is the flower petals die plate. So this one has different sizes of flowers, and you just run this with 1 sheet of cardstock or pattern paper, and you get lots of fun flowers to play with. Largest flower here is 2.25 inch. Okay, looking at the flower too, I could see this like kind of working with St. Patty's Day, definitely Easter crafting. I know it's not a 4-leaf clover, but it's giving me kind of a clover or a heart too. I think this is fun. Flower petals die plate. Up next is my favorite. This is the Gable Heart Treat Box die. I will give you the measurements on the completed box. So super fun. This will fit in your standard die cut machine. Overall, it is 6.25 inch tall, and then the width 6 inches wide. So on your standard die cut machine, it will work. And then it has all these decorative elements and 2 styles of heart that will cover right here. So you get like a little layering detail on top of this. So fun. And I turned this into a boys treat box too. Love that. And lastly, in dies, this is the crisscross card die. This will make like an interactive card. These 2 pieces, these flaps, will be like a fence on the front of your card. You'll see it on my example. So fun. And it does have a matting layer. And in here, there's 2 matting layers. I only used this one, though, because of bulk. So I didn't bother to use all 3 layers. but I did use this as a template to then wrap this on, attach my flaps. This is 4 3/4 of an inch tall by 3 3/4 of an inch. So this will still fit in an A2 envelope, but just know that it's going to have a little bit of space. But then you can decorate the outer part, 3D if you wish. So that's the crisscross card die. And lastly, crafters, there is the Springtime Wishes stamp and die set. So you're going to get this fun set of sentiments, which I think you can read here. And then coordinating dies for everything that's here. So I stamped a bunch, heat emboss, all the good things. Some say, just a note, I'm here for you. Those are all year round. Hello there. And then some go into more like Easter and all of that. And then others go into Easter. But there's also thinking of you, thanks a bunch. So this is like a half and half set. Very, very fun. Springtime wishes. So it's not just Easter wishes. All right, now let's look at my examples. First up, let's start off with this Gable Heart treat box. Look at the treat box. Look at my little ephemera. And I did stick a bow on him too. That's the stamp and die set right there. You're somebody special. And this little treat box, it opens like so. So you just dip it down and then you open it up and you can put lots of goodies in here. Here I have a little spool of twine. See, my twine fits in there. So you can put lots of goodies in here. To close it, you just push it down like so and then put that. And you can decorate with the matching layers, all 4 sides. You see the heart too on both sides? Isn't that super fun? This is another one that you can take to crops and make, put little treats in there for fellow crafters. I love a good Gable box die set. I haven't seen what the price point is on this, but I know that the price point at My Creative Time is generally affordable. At other places, a Gable box die set like this would be, up there, $40, $50, that type of style. So fingers crossed, I don't think it's going to be that pricing, okay? So fun. You can use this for everything. If you're a teacher too and you want to make a bunch for the classroom, if you're a parent and you want to send treat boxes to the class as well, super fun. 4 inches wide. The height is 4 1/4. The width of it here, the diameter, 1 1/2, okay? So fun. I love this. This paper that matches with this pattern paper here with that gray blue color, this is Spellbinder's Celestial cardstock. In case you like this pattern paper and you want to make it a boy's card too. I think that's so fun. You could have any image here and then have happy birthday and still do the same thing. Just applies all year round, all occasion, even at work. If you want to take a bunch of this to work for everybody, candy and such in there. Nail polish can fit in here as well. Any goodie, okay? Love it. So that's the Gable Heart treat box die. Love, 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 love. Up next, crafters, this is crisscross applesauce. Crisscross card die. So this is what I meant by the flaps are interactive. And then you open it up to reveal 2 of the ephemera. And here I'm also using the flower plate. I use a large flower, then the second largest size, and then the smallest flower here. So I have a boy bunny, girl bunny, and then I have the sentiment, bunny kisses and Easter wishes along with the pattern paper. I'm loving the purple and yellow. I've been having so much fun this month with purple and yellow, so I'm glad to see this at My Creative Time as well. In the centers, I did put an Altenew gem because they do have larger gems like this, and I love the colorway. Isn't this pretty? And then it goes with that paper. I did put the flaps on the outside because sometimes if you put the flap on the inside, it already creates more bulk and then this kicks up even more. But if I didn't put the gem here, this would have laid flatter. But you can, to close it, you can put a removable pop dot. You could also put a Velcro tab here as well. And then the recipient can open it. This is also a great insert for mini albums. Or you can use this on a scrapbooking page as well. So fun. And I could have decorated in here. But the more you decorate on the inside is the more bulk. So I kind of kept it more simple. And I love the flower. Fun. Up next, here's an example with the scallop square tag die. So here I have this tag and then that tag. You see the pattern paper? This is the reverse side of that one with the flower. So I have it like right here. Isn't that really fun too? I love how it works together. I used 2 of the ephemera with the bunnies, the stamp and die set for Happy Spring. Finished it off with some gems. For these 2 layers, I'm coming into rectangle frame dies. This is the A2 die. So the largest die here is an A2, 4 1/4, 5 1/2 inch. And then for the second layer, I'm using this die. But if I wanted, I could have also done a matting layer with stitch detail. This is the rectangle frame die layers. Largest die is 4 by 5¼ inch, okay? But I wanted clean layers for this, so I decided to just go with the rectangle frame die. So fun. I think that's pretty. Here is some lawn fawn twine, which I think goes along well with the brown here and the brown in here. And I popped up this tag off of this tag. Isn't that fun? So it's a tag card on an A2 card base. Love that. And lastly, just to play with the ephemera and the pattern paper, here I'm coming in with this fun set. This is the Bunch of Fun Circles die. This is an older die set, but just as fabulous as that rectangle frame. This largest little scallop here, this is 4 inches wide, and that's what I cut out with the purple and yellow. And then I put the gray gingham here with that. I think it goes very well. And I put some gray cardstock in the back. And here is a sentiment thinking of you with the cute little ephemera. This is popped up off of this, and that's popped up off of that. Isn't that fun? And for this layer, the gray layer, I am coming into the rectangle frame die layers. So you see what I use? This one here. So if I just stayed within one set, the spacing is bigger than when I go between the 2 sets, okay? You see the spacing? But fun either way. Alrighty, crafters, that is it. What do you think of this fun springtime release? What do you think about this gable box? Adore the gable box. And I love that the pattern paper tells a story. Each time you use this pattern paper pack, it tells a different story, both masculine and feminine. I love that. Alrighty, crafters, everything will be detailed and linked below. Remember to use the code Suzanne to get 15% off site-wide. You have a day to do so. Enjoy this fun little sale and definitely check out this gable box. It works well and is super cute, and I love the decorative detail up here. Most die sets wouldn't have this as a layering bit. So I think that's fun as well. Let me give you the height on this part. Did I give you that height? The height on this part is 2½ inch, okay? From here to here, once it's closed up, okay? So that's the surface that you can work with. 2½ by 1½, okay? Lots of room to have fun with this. And great for all your parties too. You can put fun treats in here. Alrighty, crafters, like I said, everything will be detailed and linked below. Thanks so much for watching. Until the next video, stay crafty, my friends. Bye!